Hello friends, so welcome to this lecture on Microsoft Anti-Malware for virtual machine. So in the previous lecture we have already discussed about the various controls which are used to harden your virtual machine. So we'll discuss about Microsoft Anti-Malware, which is one of the service which is used to or which can be used to harden your virtual machine. So we'll have an overview about the Microsoft Anti-Malware, what we can do and what are the different features we have. So Microsoft Anti-Malware, or you can say Microsoft Azure, provides you a free real-time protection capability through something they call as virtual machine extension. So don't worry about the virtual machine extension. That will be much more clear to you in the demo lecture. So they call virtual machine extension to identify virus, spyware, or if there is any malicious software, like we have those feature in the various antivirus software which we install in our laptop or personal computers. So Microsoft Anti-Malware, you can say, is a real-time protection or a free service that helps you to identify the malicious softwares which are installed onto your machine. And with once it is installed, it can help you to get various kind of data. It can generate alerts if there is any kind of malicious software found or unwanted software is trying to install onto your virtual machines. So you'll get all those capabilities with the help of Microsoft Anti-Malware. And the anti-malware service running on your virtual machine, like if you'll see the diagram on the left, this is the anti-malware service, is responsible for collecting the signatures and data from the Microsoft anti-malware engine. So how it generally happens is once this anti-malware service is running, the anti-malware client basically downloads the latest protection engine and signature updates from the internet and loads them onto the Azure system. It is the anti-malware service that writes various kind of anti-malware events or service related events to the operating system basically under the event logs, and it does that under the heading of Microsoft anti-malware event source, and that events include various kind of information related to anti-malware client health, its protection, remediation status, any new or old configuration settings, engine updates, signature updates, and all those settings can be are recorded within the anti-malware events. You can also do one thing, you can also create a new storage account and forward all those anti-malware events to a Azure storage account. So you will get different capabilities with the help of Microsoft Anti-Malware. Apart from that, there are many security solutions including which are having the anti-malware capability, and you can use the Azure Marketplace to install those. You can also consider using the centralized solutions for your enterprise like Intel, Symantec, and there are different solutions you can search into the Microsoft Marketplace to do that. Now we'll go through the different anti-malware features we have in case of Azure anti-malware. The first one is the Azure, or you can say the real-time protection, which monitors all the activities within the cloud on your virtual machines and helps you to detect and block if there is any kind of malware onto your virtual machines. And then we have the feature of scheduled scanning like we have in case of our antivirus, with the help of which you can perform the periodical scanning and you can detect if there is any kind of malicious program running onto your virtual machine. Then malware remediation is like it basically takes automatic action onto the if there is any kind of malware found, and it can do the things like deleting or quarantining those malicious files, cleaning up the registries, all those things we can do with the help of anti-malware uh, service which is installed onto your virtual machines. Then signature updates automatically install the latest definitions or protection signatures to ensure that okay it is up to date. Then we have is the active protection. So it's a very good feature in case of Azure. So with the help of which whatever your anti-malware service which is installed onto your virtual machine, it detects if there is any kind of suspicious activity, it reports the telemetry data about the detected threats and the suspicious resources which are found onto your virtual machine, and it basically reports it to Microsoft Azure to ensure that okay, if there is any kind of evolving threat or if there is any kind of threat which needs information or some kind of you can say protection, then Microsoft Azure will help you to do that. Then sample reporting is there, provides you the sample reports to the Microsoft Anti-Malware service to help basically refine the service and enable and enhance the troubleshooting and all those things. Like there might be a possibility that okay, some of the application or service they are interacting with the anti-malware and they're not able to run, so you can have the exclusions, all those features like we get in the typical antivirus and anti-malware event collection. So with the help of which you'll be able to record the anti-malware service health information, suspicious activities, remediation action taken in the OS, and you can also forward it to the Azure storage account like we discussed in the previous slide. So all those features you'll be able to get with the help of Microsoft Azure anti-malware. So this is it, friends. In this lecture, we discussed about the Microsoft Azure anti-malware, how it does the signature update and how you can forward to the storage account. And in this particular slide, we discussed about the various features we have with the Azure Microsoft anti-malware. So this is it, friends. Thank you for watching this lecture. Meet you in the next lecture. Thank you.